Right, and I forgot to click start record, so we're joining the game a bit late. Basically, what happened was Plunge Monkey went, Emerson went first, then played Sky Marcher Aspirant. Wait, I think he went first? No, he went second because Sky Marcher Aspirant played, swung into Merfolk Branchwalker. Merfolk Branchwalker had explored and gotten the Ronas, and then uh, Emerson played his the second land, and played Sacred Cat and Sky Marcher Aspirant. So that was after Merfolk Branchwalker had been played. Okay, full swing here. No enchantments until now. Ether Sphere Harvester for Emerson, keeping it safe, expecting removal perhaps. Nothing from Dolphin's side. Dolphin is okay. Looking up. I'm not sure who Dolphin is. I forgot who that was. This is Grand Champion, so now that the shields are down with no mana up for Dolphin, Emerson is going full on for the um, enchantments here. Does he already have a scent? I think he has a scent. Yep. So Sky Marches will be flying from now on. That means this is 8 flying damage, 3 of which is lifelinker, and Emerson will get to draw another card. Will Dolphin be able to find his third land? Nope.
Okay, so we're jumping into the decider now. This is modern game 3. Emerson at the top is on the play. You can see here Luca actually has 2 turn 1 plays. He's going to keep that hand, I'm sure. He does. Emerson also keeping his hand. You can see this card here, Deglammer. Shuffle an enchantment or artifact into a graveyard. He doesn't have the turn 1 Inquisition or Thoughtseize, so he can only pass a turn. So Emerson here is going to be able to play out his turn 1 play. I think we'll see Utopia Sprawl. Now this deck will play Utopia Sprawl before the Arbor Elf because it protects against Lightning Bolt and Fatal Push to ensure that he can play his turn 2 Stone Rain. There's just been a bit of a transition in the recording here. I'm Matthew Tone's picking up the recording, so this will get integrated with Wim's earlier recording for the. What's he going to do here? Deglammer is an instant, so he could fire it off on that Utopia Sprawl if he really wanted, but I think he's saving it for Blood Moon. So here's a turn 3 play now. You can see the he does have 2 other lands in hand. Emerson does. He's kept up that Verdant Catacombs that he hasn't cracked. So he's going to Stone Rain the Blackcleave Cliffs. Emerson down to 1 land and a pass of the turn. It means that next turn Luca is going to be able to fire off that Bloodbraid Elf. He's got 2 options actually, Bloodbraid Elf or Courser of Krufix and Arbor Elf. I think if he wants to stay aggressive, he'll take the Bloodbraid Elf because it might hit another land destruction spell or a Blood Moon. This Jund deck has got a pretty aggressive mana base, so... Oh, Tyler's Track is not bad here. It's got a pretty aggressive mana base, so Blood Moon's particularly punishing for it. And we look at his hand, he's got a Lightning Bolt to deal with the creature that comes down. He could also potentially Collective Brutality as well. So he's going to go the more conservative approach. And now that's an interesting one, because his original play here, I bet, was Wooded Foothills into Arbor Elf, but I think he might just hold off on that for a turn. Let's see. Oh no, he's getting aggressive. He's going to shuffle away the second Bloodbraid. But we can see a play here of... he's going to play out the Arbor Elf. It can get bolted, and then next turn Liliana can get rid of the Corsair. He will lose the Liliana with that path though, because Bloodbraid will take it down. Oh, I'm a bit surprised he just plays it untapped. Well, he can terminate the Corsair and bolt the Arbor Elf. Otherwise, if he doesn't get the Arbor Elf off the battlefield, then we're going to see a Primeval Inferno Titan next turn. I'm just going to silence the Whim's Dinner there. Okay, so here's Collective Brutality. He's going to go after the... What? The Arbor Elf. Can he... Is there any sorcery spells? He's not going to find anything, so... He's going to get punished here. Although getting the Arbor Elf off the battlefield does mean that there's no Inferno Titan next turn. We are still going to see the Bloodbraid Elf. So this is a good card to have on the top here for Luca. He can just have a second look, so you can see there's the Pia and Kirin Nalar. If he wants to, he can actually shuffle away to get another look. The other option is to just play the Bloodbraid, because he might hit a Tireless Tracker, and then he can crack that Wooded Foothills. Emerson does have the Terminate in hand. I'm not sure how many Tireless Trackers this deck runs, but if he's hoping to hit one, he's probably going to hold off on... Ugh. He's not even going to play it. Okay, that surprises me. One creature on... Two creatures total to gobble up. So we'll see if this gets the Lightning Bolt in response. He's going to try and activate it now. Emerson's can let him have one. So he's going to do it again, I suspect. Targeting the Dark Confidant. But that will, this time, this will draw the Lightning Bolt in response. Well, actually, if he bolts in response, then Luca can crack this Wooded Foothills and activate a second time to make the Skooza 4. So we'll see if that's the path he takes. Yes, he's going to do it. So he baited out the bolt quite well there. So he's got his own lightning bolt on top. And he'll activate a second time. So Scoos becomes a 4/4. And that Scavenging Ooze is particularly problematic when there's Tamagotchis on the other side now, because it's out of range of a lot of removal from Emerson. Deglamour. Actually, one line that Emerson has here is he can play Deglamour and get rid of Courser Crufix because it's an enchantment, and then terminate the Scavenging Ooze. Still holding that Deglamour. So Pierre and Kieran on top again. But he's going to be taking 5 here. Here comes Bloodbraid. What can we find? Kitchen Finks. Up to 23 life. So, down to Emerson down to 10. Kitchen Finks is a good foil against Liliana. And he's actually got lethal on board here because he's got the lightning bolt in hand. And yeah, Emerson's seen enough, so Luca keeps his hopes alive. And we advance to Legacy to see who will be. So this is the decider after Emerson took down Standard 2 games to 0. Luca fought back from a game down to take Modern 2 games to 1. And we're on to Legacy. Whoever wins Legacy is the grand champion. Emerson trying to do it for the 3rd time. Luca trying to get it done for the 1st time. Luca was our Season 1... Let me just confirm before I say this. Luca has won a format championship in Season 1. I believe it was Legacy. I'm just going to bring it up and confirm. Yes, Luca was our Season 1 Legacy champion. Emerson has won the Grand Champion prize twice. Interestingly, has never won a format. Or turn 1 Blood Sun. Does he have a counter in hand? He's got a Force of Will. He's going to have to give it up straight away. Gets rid of Baleful Strix, so it still has his Brainstorm. Force of Will. Just a tester there. You can see no red sources on the Luca's side. If he tops a red source, he can actually play Blood Moon. He does not. Can only pass a turn. So he kept a risky hand. 2 Brainstorms now. 2 lands. He'd probably put 2 back and shuffle them away at the polluted delta. He's going to keep that Baleful Strix in case he can find a second Force of Will. So can Luca find a 3rd? I think if he can hit that Blood Moon, then it's big trouble here for Emerson, but again he can't. It's a Blood Sun. Both these players, by the way, play in Legacy, playing decks that they have played consistently throughout the season. So nobody's kind of changed at the last minute here. Luca did change his standard deck, but then reverted back to his normal deck for Modern. Down comes Baleful Strix, so let's see what he drew for the turn. Now this is kind of risky because if he
Died on battery, because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I think they just got over the hump there, hopefully.
sadly, that does mean I probably lost the recording. I'm not sure, but
I you mean the entire recording, standard and modern?
no, like I've got the first game of standard, but that was a separate recording, and the second game of standard and the first game of modern.
Yeah, I captured the last game of modern, and this is the first game of legacy.
Yeah, I do hope I still have it, but like I did not expect my battery to die that soon because it like was plugged in pretty early before. Not
So
C. Okay.
see if Luca can find his red source. No.
Ah,
I think here, if Emerson can find a counter spell, he should have this one covered. Luca was on the play, and he kept a very risky hand. He's playing this kind of red prison deck. He's been playing it throughout the season, and his only red source was a Simian Spirit Guide, so he tried to play a turn one Blood Sun,
oh yeah.
which got Force of Willed, and so now he doesn't have his red source.
I see the situation here. Yeah.
You can see two Blood Moons and a Blood Sun in hand.
Yeah, he's got lots of red stuff in hand, but
Yeah, I think if he can find the, if he can play a, I think he'd play the Blood Moon first now, because Emerson's kind of set up already. He's don't care if his fetches aren't going to work because he can crack that Polluted Delta in response to a Blood Sun, and his deck only needs 3 lands is plenty. Wow, this is going to be interesting. What would you take here with Thoughtseize?
through the breach, I think.
Yeah, I think if he gets through the breach, I don't see how Luca's going to win this one. Yeah, Luca doesn't see either. So
Then looks like I lost recording. It's like a 0-minute recording. So
Boyle. Well, he
oh,
can
that's interesting.
he can actually chill us on turn 1 here. You can
It's
see
also quite good.
quite a bad hand on the other side. I don't know if Emerson's going to keep this. Oh, Luca shuffled that hand.
Oh, I thought that would actually be quite nice.
Yeah, I thought he had a really good hand there. This one, well, he's got the 2 pieces, the Sneak Attack and the Emrakul. He needs another mana source here.
Yeah, so if he gets a second mana source, second land, he can go Seeding Song, Sneak Attack, Emrakul, and win this.
Unfortunately for him, there's 2 Forcer Wheels sitting on the other side.
Oh yeah.
I don't see how he's going to play through that. So once I think Emerson will let the Seething Song resolve, and then he
Yeah,
can
then you just
force a
cancel.
will whatever it plays, and then Luca's out of cards. Thoughtseize here will take Blood Moon, I'm guessing.
Sorry about that.
That's right. He's just Thoughtseized him. See what he's going to take.
Hmm.
Because he's got 2 spells covered.
Yeah, I think he might want Blood Moon, like the sneak attack, the Seeding Song into sneak attack is going to be
Oh, he
Okay, so
took
he
sneak
took
attack.
sneak.
Yeah, I would have taken Blood Moon then because he could have got Seething Song and Sneak Attack with one counter spell.
Yeah. Then again, that might have been too obvious.
Yeah, so he's going for it here. He's going to be trying to. This will get the counter spell, and you can see Luca's just got nothing going on now.
Yeah.
It's like you look at his hand and you think, what's his path to victory? He needs at least 2 cards. No, he needs 3 cards. Sorry, he needs the third mana source. He needs 2 cards: the third mana source, and then something to Seething Song into, like a Through the Breach.
Yep. And then there's another force of will.
Yeah,
So
so he actually needs at least 3 cards. But on the other side, there's nothing going on.
that's true.
So he does have a little bit of time. Yeah, but Inferno Titan's not what you want to see here.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be problematic. Unless you like draw into 2 Soul Ring lands. Actually, 1 Soul Ring land would allow him to just play for Inferno Titan, which would be a nice path, yeah. He could go Seething Song, Inferno Titan.
Boil.
Okay, that could become pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one because I don't think Emerson would see that one coming.
Yeah, he'll need a land to get to it.
A bit of land flooding going on the other side, but he can't really play as Jace here because he doesn't want to. Next turn, he's going to be able to hardcast Force of Will.
Actually, I just play Jace and Brainstorm to get blue.
Or he could play Jace and then plus on Luca to check his next card.
No, I'd like 0 Jace in order to get a blue. Another
Oh, I
blue
see.
spell.
Yep, for the Force of Will.
Yep.
Well, if he zeroes Jace here and he doesn't get the blue, which is a long shot, but if he doesn't, then it could be game on. That could be Luca's way back into this.
So it's definitely a greedy play, but I really don't like a greedy play at this point.
Yeah, because those 2 lonely mountains sitting over there looking a bit sorry for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Brainstorm time. Oh, no, he's going to do the plus on Luca.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, the only problem with this is he puts it back on top. If he put it on the bottom, if it was something that he needed and put it on the bottom, then he's at the mercy of the draw. But he put it back, so it means that
That is not a land.
it's another Seething Song. So now he can hardcast Force of Will.
Yeah,
And
so,
Jace resolves, so I think this one's over now. Yeah, he's going to just... Oh, he's going to plus it again. Again targeting. So he's going for the... He's going to go for a lockout here. Puts it back on top. Yeah, because you can see you can just hardcast Force of Will. So he doesn't really need to be doing anything else. What was it? A Blood Moon. All these cards he can't play.
yeah, that is just problematic. Because if he like got a land, then he could do a lot. He could like go Seething Song, no Force of Will, or Seething Song, then you suddenly have like 7 mana. You can probably try to do something with that. Like if you.
Okay, yeah, he bottomed this time. So this is a window for Luca. No. World Spine Worm. I think that was his one chance.
Well, like if he falls into a thing. How do you call it? Um, like a soldering land, and then a double seeding song. Boil first. If that gets countered, then perhaps Inferno Titan can come down and bring down Jace a bit, but
Yeah,
it's
because
definitely gonna be hard.
Jace is 2 turns away from ultimate.
Yeah,
Okay, no more brainstorms or ponders.
like that's not problematic for.
He does have Colligan's command if he really wants to get rid of that thing. So he pluses again targeting Luca.
So
If
it's
this stays
plus.
on top, then it's game over.
Yep.
No bottoms. So there's one slim chance left. Although whatever it is, it's going to get Force of Willed.
Well, yeah, but if it's a Soul Ring land, like there's still a possibility. Yeah, like you need to go Seeding Song here, I think.
Tapped out. Yep, Force of Willed.
Or just doing this. Yep, and that's pretty much game.
Jace can ultimate next turn. And yeah, Luca has conceded, so congratulations to Emerson. Picks up his 3rd Grand Champion Award. Champion prize. None of them back to back. It's been Emerson, Bob, now Emerson. But yeah, congratulations. And I'll try and edit this into something that's watchable.
Yeah, and this is also like the first finals about like with Europe included of a like much larger league.
Yeah, I think this was the toughest of the lot to win. I'm actually we're going to be doing like a special finals to podcast to cover this.